Thank you very much. Man, it's great. This is great. All big things for me. I just got married about a year ago. Thank you. Marriage, comedy. We did all of our own decorations for our wedding. Something we did. We did this one decoration that's a Japanese tradition, where as a couple, you fold 1,000 paper cranes. And if you're able to finish for your wedding day, you're supposed to have good luck throughout your marriage. We did an Americanized version of the Japanese tradition, where the man folds 995 paper cranes. And then the woman folds 5 ugly, unrecognizable paper cranes. And now for the rest of our lives, we're gonna tell everyone that we folded 1,000 paper cranes. I hope that the amount of luck that we have in the marriage is proportionate to the amount of cranes that we folded for that afternoon. I don't know why the ceiling's only leaking on your half of the bed. Maybe you should have folded more cranes. I don't know why only your half of our plane is crashing. My half is being suspended by magic paper cranes. We're late to everything. It's never on time. It's become a problem for us. It's at a point now where if we have to be somewhere at 6, my wife will tell me we have to be there at 5:30 in order to trick us into being on time. And it never works. And the reason why it never works is because I'm not the problem. That's why it doesn't work. All tricking me does is make me mad for an extra half hour every time we're late. We were running late for the movies. I went to check on her, and she was painting her fingernails. Now, my initial response is anger, because it's dark in a movie theater. No one's even gonna know what you've done right now. We could paint your face before you head out, and no one would know. In a dark movie theater, do you want some kitty cat whiskers or a butterfly? I'll be happy to do it for you. Turns out I have an extra half hour until it's time to go. But I don't say anything, because it's my wife. That's the woman that I picked out of all the women on the planet to spend the rest of my life with. Yeah, only a couple of you laughed, because only a couple of you realized that that was a lie. That was a lie. I did not pick her out of all the women on the planet. Most of the women didn't even get a chance to interview for the position. I picked her out of the women that live near me, speak English, are age appropriate, and would say yes if I asked them to marry me. It's a much smaller group. But it's not nothing. So when I see my bride painting her fingernails, I keep my mouth shut. I just accept that I'm gonna miss those previews. That's the life that I live now. I live a life where I never know what's coming soon to a theater near me. That's just something I don't get to know anymore. And then I look to see what color she's painting her fingernails, and she was painting them clear. Really? Are you even doing anything, or are you pretending to paint your fingernails? If you need me, I'll be in the front yard mowing it with a bubble maker. Let me know when you're ready. I have so many bubbles to pop. She's late to everything. She was once late to watch Netflix in our own home. Netflix starts whenever you want. You're breaking the laws of space and time right now. We picked out a movie, and she said, "Don't start it yet. I have to go to the bathroom." And then a half hour later, I'm just sitting there by myself, like, well, where did she go? I went to check on her, because I was worried that she had died in the house. She was in the shower, right? So I confronted her. I was like, why would you start taking a shower when you know I'm just waiting on you in the next room, staring at a red screen by myself like a moron? And she goes, I'm not taking a shower. I'm rinsing off. And that's how my wife beats me in arguments. She just denies that she's doing the thing that I'm mad about, and I don't know how to fight back against someone that does that. I have 35 years of life experience leading me to believe that what I'm seeing right now is called a shower. You just said that it wasn't. I don't know where we go from here. You're in a shower, you're naked, and there's water hitting you. If you were rinsing off, you'd be in a colander, and I'd be holding you under the sink like a bunch of grapes. Just trying to get the pesticides off before I pack you up in my kid's school lunch. I married a single mom, which means I took over the lease on a couple kids, doing that. making all the payments. Dating a single mom is the most fun thing of all time because you get to have a brand new kind of sex. When you start dating a single mom, you get to have a kind of sex that I didn't even know existed 3 years ago. You get to have, we need to be quiet. Because there are kids in the next room, sex. Yeah, have you folks had it before? Have you had it down front? Not yet? Listen, if you haven't had it yet, find some kids and get in a closet nearby. Treat yourself. Treat yourself. It's way better than you think it's gonna be. It's kind of an adrenaline rush to know that at any moment, you could scar someone for life. Yeah. We could get a divorce. She could forget about me. I bet her daughters won't. I bet not. It's not a totally new experience. I have had, we gotta be quiet. My mom and dad are upstairs sex. I've had that. I've even had, we gotta be quiet. My college roommate is literally in the room with us right now, sex. And that's the kind of sex that I don't have anymore. I'm an adult. I don't do it if there's a third person in the room against their will. That's rude to do. It's rude.